Yeah, is this thing on? This your boy Kingknown NBA Music Talk, aka Kingknown Uncensored. And I got a message for y'all, man. It's funny when the man is alive, y'all sing his praises. But when the man dead, you try to make a motherfucker forget about him. They've done the same thing to players like Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell. You know what I'm saying? But I need y'all niggas to stop dissing Kobe Bean Bryant, motherfucker. Kevin Durant is talented only on one side of the basketball, which is the offensive side. And I believe, and Kobe said himself, that the only person that he never figured out how to guard was Kevin Durant. Because that was one of his tasks before he left the game, was to figure out Kevin Durant's strengths and weaknesses. And he said that KD was one person he did not crack yet. Pause. But, however, Chandler, what the fuck is you talking about, my nigga? Talent is not all just offense. It's like Kobe would shut down the other guy's best defender, right? Still score 30 points per game. Sometimes 40, sometimes 50, sometimes 60. And one time 81. The fact that he had the stamina, the endurance to play both sides of the ball and not get tired, and to even play in circumstances where he's hurt. And you want to know another reason why Kobe's more talented than Kevin Durant? When Kobe fucked up his right shoulder, the man shot left-handed. Like, he was so fucking good at basketball, he shot with the opposite hand when he couldn't shoot with the other hand. If that's not talent, I don't know what talent is. So Chandler Parsons is incorrect. Kobe and Kevin Durant did a lot of the same things. DeAndre Jordan tried to say that Kevin Durant's doing what Kobe's doing at 7 feet. Nope. No, he's not. No, he's not. Kevin Durant is not taking on the challenge of checking the other team's best player and scoring 30 a night. Now, he's had defensive moments, but this is another guy that plays defense when he wants and not all the time. But, my opinion, Chandler Parsons needs to get his brain checked. That's my opinion on that. Because how can you say that, bro? Like, you played against Kobe and Kevin Durant. And then Chandler Parsons continued by saying you could argue and say that Nikola Jokic and Stephen Curry are better than Kobe Bryant. Most would say Kareem, Wilt, Bill Russell, Larry Bird, Magic, Tim Duncan, Jokic, or Steph. There's current players you might rank in front of Kobe. Y'all wasn't saying none of this shit. Y'all ain't have no voice when this man was alive. Because you understand how stupid you fucking sound. Nikola Jokic better than Bean? At what? Niggas will say he got more MVPs. Duh. One of them MVPs belong to Joel Embiid. Hate to say it. Hate to be that guy, but I am that guy. Although, you can make a case that one of his MVPs belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, which we'll get to. So we don't know. A lot of Kobe's MVPs, both Steve Nash MVPs belong to Kobe. What is you saying, dog? So you can't use that argument. Nikola Jokic is great. We're not taking away from the man, but comparing him to Kobe is ridiculous. Nikola Jokic ain't the voice that Kobe is. Nikola Jokic is not the defender that Kobe is. Like, this dude was on a shit ton of all defensive teams and all NBA first teams. Not a lot of players did that. You have an argument for Kareem being better. You have an argument. But here's the problem. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar benefited from a weak Western Conference. Their only challengers was really what? Houston, Phoenix in the 80s. I mean, Run TMC had a short run, but when Magic and them was getting to the finals, there wasn't no real competition. Kobe had some of the best comp. We're speaking on the case of Parsons saying that Magic is better, and Magic and Kareem are better than Kobe. There's an argument for Kareem because he has more championships. There's an argument for Kareem because Kareem is one of the more skilled players. And again, Kobe's a better defensive player than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was. Kareem blocked shots. He protected the paint, but he wasn't an all-world shot blocker, though. Like, you could go to the rim on Kareem. Kareem would knock your ass out, though. But I'm just saying, like, Kareem wasn't the defender that Kobe Bryant was. I know people are going to say, oh, but they're two different players. They do two different things. I'm making a case for Kobe being better than Kareem. Kobe had to go through the best of the West. The San Antonio Spurs. You know what I'm saying? The Nuggets when they had Melo. You know what I mean? You had to go against Portland Trailblazers, the Jailblazers era. You had to go against Sacramento Kings, who could have won a championship if Kobe and them wasn't standing in the way. And then you have to factor this in. Kareem and Magic had squads. Kobe and Shaq didn't have James Worthy. Kobe and Shaq didn't have Jamal Wilkes. What is you talking about right now? Kobe and Shaq didn't have Norm Nixon. Kobe and Shaq didn't have the last of Bob McAdoo, who could still contribute. Kobe and Shaq ain't have that. And when Kobe and Gasol was together, they didn't have those type of players around them. That would be why I would rank Kobe above Kareem and Magic, right? Tim Duncan, Kobe is 4-2. Like I said, Kobe and Tim Duncan are very similar as far as accomplishments goes. So when you can't use that in your argument, you have to go elsewhere. They're the same great defender. They're the same, Kobe's a better scorer. Okay, we'll say that. They're both good defensively. Both all defensive gods. They have the same amount of championships. I could say that Tim Duncan has always had better teams than Kobe. I can make that argument. But however, Kobe Bryant is 4-2 in the playoffs against Tim Duncan. I know y'all motherfuckers will be like, it's a team record. It's a team record. What the fuck did I just say? Tim Duncan has always had the better team than Kobe. With the exception maybe of 2000, 2001, 2002. But Duncan and them has always been the better squad, to me. I know everybody's going to run to the Phil Jackson argument. Kobe's never won without Phil. Jordan's never won without Phil. You need a good coach to win championships a majority of the time. But you can have a great Hall of Fame coach, but you don't listen to him. You don't preach his philosophies. You just go out there and do what you do. The players have to go out there and play the game and execute. So you can't really use the coach argument, because I felt like that was always a lame argument anyway. Popovich and Jackson are the same caliber of coaches, but it comes down to what you did in the playoffs for me. So I think that's what separates them right there. The fact that Kobe has gotten the best of Duncan when it counted. Niggas would be like, he had Shaq. Tim Duncan had David Robinson, nigga. Tim Duncan had Avery Johnson, nigga. Tim Duncan had Sean Elliott, Mario Elie. He had Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker. Are you fucking serious right now? He had Michael Finley. Niggas would be like, but Kobe had Lamar Odom, Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol is a great player, but in his era, he was not the best power forward. There were other guys that were at power forward that didn't have the luxury of having Kobe Bryant, like Kevin Garnett. Tim Duncan was better. Amari Stoudemire was better. Some years. Even though Powell got the championships, and Powell is ultimately the better player all time, but I'm talking about during the prime era of power forwards. Powell was not the best out that group. He was good. He was in the best power forward conversation. He wasn't better than Dirk. What is we talking about here? Get the fuck out of here. And Steph Curry. Are you fucking serious right now? If Steph was better than Kobe, like Kobe Bryant, when Klay Thompson would have went down, he would have won that series against Toronto. If you took Steph off that team and put Kobe on there, Klay Thompson gets hurt. Kevin Durant gets hurt. Kobe finds a way to get it done. Now, Steph, I can't take away what he's accomplished in his career. 4 championships. You know, obviously Kobe has more finals MVPs, but they robbed Steph of one of his finals MVPs. Then you have, what is it? Like, Steph is the greatest shooter, no doubt. But Steph doesn't have what Kobe has. Steph doesn't have that presence defensively. That's what separates Kobe from a lot of these people, is the fact that he competed at a high level offensively and defensively. Now, Steph's more efficient. That's true. Very difficult. Most of his shots were mid-range jumpers, and those are some of the more difficult shots to take. It may look easy to the naked eye, but by analytics standards, since y'all motherfuckers love analytics so much, the mid-range jumper is the toughest shot to make, actually. But Steph Curry, obviously Kobe has more championships, more all-defensive teams and all that. And Kobe's probably the better competitor. But, yeah, Chandler, your argument is cooked. Your argument is toast. And I think Chandler Parsons is spewing ignorance. And he wouldn't have this take if Kobe was alive. And I see a lot of y'all motherfuckers, I'm starting to feel like even when niggas play basketball, even when people have competed for championships, even if people have won championships, they still can make ignorant quotes. They'll say something completely ignorant. Like, I see a lot of these motherfuckers got a mic just to have a mic. Pause. But a lot of these people are trying to erase the legacies of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant because they competed at a high level and they are the standard. They are the measuring stick of the NBA. They are the guys that people strive and compete to be. And then, before I move on, Bill Russell, Chandler Parsons. Bill Russell was a better defender than Kobe Bryant. I'll give you that. But offensively, Bill Russell was very limited offensively. Now, I'm not trying to say that he is Andre Drummond. That would be disrespectful. Bill Russell attacked the basket. Bill Russell had hops. Bill Russell ran track. And I think that Parsons said Wilt too. Let's end this Wilt and Bill Russell better than Kobe shit right now. Wilt Chamberlain did not have the championships nor achieved what he should have achieved when he was playing ball. I mean, him being 2-4 in the finals is a crime. I get that. I understand also that the Celtics dominated that era and always had the better team. And I do understand that Wilt beat the Celtics. That's what makes him an all-time great. But however, I don't think Wilt accomplished more than Kobe did. And Kobe had far tougher and superior competition than Bill and Wilt. Bill Russell, obviously better rebounder, better defender. Okay, two different positions, pause. I got it. But you got to think about this. Bill Russell has had better teams than Kobe Bryant has. Bill Russell had an all-star team. He had Bob Cousy. He had Sam Jones. He had Tommy Heinsohn. He had a young John Havlicek, who grew into a star player, John Havlicek. He had Bill Sharman. He had Don Nelson. That's a squad. He had the same squad that Magic had in the 80s, basically. What are we talking about here? Kobe didn't have that. Kobe has had Shaq. And a bunch of solid role players. Rick Fox ain't better than Jamal Wilkes. Rick Fox is not better than Bill Sharman or John Havlicek. No disrespect to Rick. Robert Horry's not better than Byron Scott was. Robert Horry wasn't better than Norm Nixon. What the fuck is we talking about here? The Bean did it. You know, it was just literally Kobe and Shaq carrying the offense. Other players hit shots now and again. Other players got a rebound, a key block. But Kobe and Shaq carried the Lakers together. They were the best. I think, me personally, I think they're the best 1-2 punch in basketball history. Because of what they were able to achieve. Now, Jordan and Pippen didn't have anybody either. But we're not talking about MJ. We talking about Cole. All I'm saying is, Kobe is number 2 to Michael Jordan. Kobe's number 2. And a lot of real players that experienced playing against Kobe Some of these niggas played against Kobe 4 or 5 times a year. Allen Iverson makes sure that niggas never forget Kobe in the all-time list. It's a lot of reason why these star players that have played once. Yeah, you notice, man, everybody that's talking down about Kobe and Jordan weren't better than them, were role players. All the stars and all the guys that were hoopers, they know. KD knows. Allen Iverson knows. Shaquille O'Neal knows. Michael Jordan knows that Kobe was a bad motherfucker. The man wanted to learn. And not to mention the fact that Kobe was a student of the game. Michael Jordan never asked Joe Dumars how he stole that basketball. Kobe went to Gary Payton and asked how you do that. Kobe trained with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Trained with Hakeem Olajuwon. Kobe wanted to learn the dream shake. Kobe wanted to learn Gary Payton's defensive style and how Gary Payton got away with fouling so that he wouldn't get called for the foul. So, I understand that LeBron fans envy the praise that Kobe gets. They envy the praise that MJ gets. And LeBron is your nigga. I know that's your mans in them. We respect LeBron. But we cannot compare him to Kobe and Jordan. The DNA just runs different.